Hi, this is Suzanne in Ohio. I have two spring journals to share with you today. Both of these kind of focus on the rabbits that I put on the front. Both covers are fully textile fabric covers, and I'll show you exactly how each of them are made. But I wanted to show you both fronts first, and then we'll talk about one at a time. I'll move this one out of the way. Get some support here underneath this. This little bunny is fabric collage of fabric snippets and lace, and I thought it was cute because he's pink and he's hiding amongst the pink crocuses. So I've got glue all over my fingers, sorry. He's mounted on a piece of an old dresser scarf, and this beautiful teal crocheted edge is part of the original dresser scarf. When you turn it over, the motif kind of travels along the back, and this beautiful white and pink doily is stitched on there. You could unsnip that if you want to, if you like it a little bit more floppy. Now, I've left a lot of strings on both of these journals. If you don't like them, snip them off. But here's the first journal, and we'll come down just 1 degree closer, I think, so you can see some more of the detail. He is so precious, that little pink bunny. So when you open it up, make sure I'm in frame here. Okay, I'll talk to you about all this stuff. I know it looks messy right now, but I'm going to package it up a little bit neater. But what I've done is sent along quite a few things for you to finish out this journal should you want to add to it. There's some corner tucks and pockets, a collection of all spring colored laces that you could use to edge your pages. I've used some fabric and lace snippets in here, so I sent one of those, and that opens up that big. And then there's a whole collection of ephemera in here that you could continue putting in the journal or make extra tags or whatever you want with it. So I'm going to get something to, oh, I thought I was, well, maybe not. This is a fabric pocket. The bicycle is also a pocket. And here's a beautiful tag, all spring themed. Tuck spot. Tuck spot. These are antique paper reprints. I put, I think, 4 of them or 2 of them in each journal. Very old handwritten letters, copies of them from 1835, I believe. This is like a little fabric tuck up here in this corner. And all of these colored papers that you see are my polymer dyed papers, and there's a beautiful array of all the spring colors. Just lovely. Tuck spot, handkerchief print collage that I had done. Put a few of Rachel's tags and things in here from Roxy Creations. This swinging pocket opens at the top, and it is a collage work that I had done. Corner tuck napkin on pink. Ephemera. Old book page from History of Columbiana County, Ohio. And another fabric pocket. A snippet belly band. That's how I use that snippet and lace belly band, or how I use some of it. Others in a different way, but you could do whatever you want with it. Now there's lots of spring colors in this, but not every surface is completely decorated. I'd left that. It was just getting too full. Another handkerchief print. And this is my spring layout page. It goes across both pages. These elements here are all mine except the butterflies, but I thought they made a smashing little layout for spring. So the pots are on there as a tuck spot, and so is the watering can. And you can do with that as you want. Continue decorating it if you want to. Tuck spot, the other side of the letter. A swinging pocket with some ephemera. And this paper is what I sprayed with inks through lace. I got some beautiful prints. Napkin decoupage right here. A collage pocket. Everybody's doing master boards, and I did several of them and just loved the way this one came out. So I just quartered it, and it forms a nice big pocket. And this piece of ephemera is just a fun facsimile of a telegram and plenty of writing on the back. Book page, another fabric pocket, print of my puffies, the textiles, and those were all spring themed. So I put 2 or 3 of those in here. A print of a beautiful cross stitch my sister did in a tuck spot there, and I gave you even some extras in that bag. Collage work print, postcard. Look at the graining on this paper. Oh, it's beautiful. I think you would enjoy writing on that. This print flips open so you can hide something under there. And this is a little fabric, I don't know, what a fabric tag of sorts, I guess. And it's tucked right in here. Oh, these little prints are copies of quilt squares that my sister did. So I copied those off. Some ephemera in here. And these are my own artwork. One was similar to a calendar page you might see, talked about spring. And another one, a flower basket. Center page out of a botanical book. And then an image with in there, and this is an entire fabric and lace tuck that I sewed on the end of it. This envelope forms a little pocket, and this is one of those fully collaged little envelopes made out of book pages. Just darling elements on there that all lend themselves to spring. A fabric flip, fabric pocket, tuck spot. This is one of those hanging tags that flip over and has several elements to it. I made the little pockets out of tracing paper so you could see the pretty images and everything that's coming right through. So a lot of fun with that one. I'll just put it back on there. And a couple pieces of ephemera right here. And then this page folds out. Gives you a lot of grid work. You can either write on it or mount pictures or whatever you'd want to do. Journaling cards that I had made out of fabric snippets. These postcards as a base, I've been working on those with flowers and things that I cut out of a book. Just love how they turned out. It is a little bit grungy, but it was so cute with the berries, I decided to put it in here. Even though this journal, being spring, I left most everything white and bright. And this is that beautiful butterfly print from Antique Papery. And then here, a copy of a cross stitch for bunnies and writing space on the back. I apologize if the lighting is changing. My son is coming in and out. It was sunny when I sat down to do this, and now it's not. Another piece of my collage pages, masterboards, and I made a swinging pocket out of that. And there's a little notepad that slips in and out of there with all kind of found papers in it. Handkerchief print again. This is cute. I made these a couple years ago, and this one was definitely spring oriented. And it's a pocket with a glassine acetate window, and you can put anything in there you want. It's a good place to put a photograph, but in case you don't put anything, I put that wren in the background. Some more of that ink sprayed paper. And in this pocket is a large tag pocket. I didn't put anything in there because it's just getting too fat, but you can slide something right down here and then another pocket on the back. And that could stand alone. You decorate it and fill it up with something and give it as a gift. And this is one of the clusters. This is, of course, paperclip cluster, but I thought it was just beautiful and went with spring. Birds, cameras, little rolled up script right there. Book page, text spot with, oh, I love this little card. Those birds that I was working with. This has got to be the cutest starling I've ever seen, because typically in real life they're not that cute. But he makes a beautiful card. And that envelope does fold down with a little writing spot on it. And another part of that collage masterboard that I turned into a corner tuck. Front off of an old greeting card, and then I added the telegram and good news. Makes a nice journaling card. In this pocket, a print of one of my textiles. And then again, this pocket, the bicycle is a pocket, and this has a couple pieces of ephemera in there. And that actually folds over like that, but when you open it up, there's a tuck spot hidden in here and a couple pieces of ephemera in this. Lots and lots of writing space in here. There's the other quilt square. And then here, journaling cards. Napkin decoupage. And last but not least is this little item. I'll see if I can open it from the angle I'm sitting. I wanted to send these things along so that you could finish out the journal any way you want. So I made these little file folder type things and collaged work with some masterboard prints. Collage worked and covered the whole thing. So it opens up like so, and it's full of fabric snippets. So I just want to show you, I'm going to move this book out of the way, and then put this right here, and I'll show you the fabric snippets are lightly stitched right here and barely attached to the folder. So you can do one of two things. You can snip that embroidery thread and pull them all out, or you can just take a pair of scissors and snip pieces off of them until you have them used up. And there's some couple fonts, but mostly I tried to choose what I thought was some of my best and favorite spring prints. Now both of the folders in both journals are exactly the same, so I'll just be showing this one. Some beautiful, beautiful fabrics. And look at that gorgeous daisy. Isn't that pretty? So the possibilities are endless, what you could do with these. Yellow, pink. This was a garden print, much in the Monet kind of style. Beautiful roses. And you have to have some green since it is spring. So that little folder folds up just like that. And I'll tie it back up. Well, I'll go ahead and tie it now. But if you've never done this before, you can use those snippets to put tabs on your tags. You can gather them up on your sewing machine or by hand and then add them to the journal as you see fit. So that's a nice little addition for you to begin to add to this little bunny. And this is one of those journals that you can use to just make it your own. It can stand alone as is, but it could be enhanced and decorated much further if you so choose. And so there you have the pink bunny. And let's look at the brown one. So he's more of like, that's the pink one I call bunny, this one I call a rabbit. Not that it matters, but he's more mature. So again, the daffodils are three-dimensional, and all of this fabric collage work in the background is different types of fabrics, different colors of fabrics and laces with tulle laid over top and then stitched. Some of my hand-dyed lace along the bottom, a little bit up here in the sky. So he was a work of art. I've been wanting to do some of that. I don't even know what you call that, but I've been wanting to do some of it for quite a while. So that's what I ended up with. And again, here is all the stuff that you can use to further enhance the journal. So I give you quite a few laces and all the other pieces. Now, anything that isn't in the journal is in here because both journals have exactly the same ephemera to them. Just put in different places and in different order. So since you've already seen that bunny journaling card, we'll move on. These little fabric flips that I made, I enjoyed doing it so much because I used the raggy-taggy leftovers from handkerchiefs. My sister cut up a lot of handkerchiefs and used some in a quilt, and she gave me all the scraps, and some of them were just too old and worn out to do anything with, but they're perfect for something like this. This is a print of one of my little textiles, and just to explain, the main image on these things I did on fabric with Inktense pencils, and then I bordered them all around with snippets of fabric and lace and things like that, and then scanned them off, and then it makes a beautiful little journaling card. And one of my favorite things in the spring is pussy willows. So I put the pussy willow in there. I think there's 8 different ones of those things. There's another one of those copied off faux postcards that I've been working on, and if you notice, he has a bunny stamp on there. That's original to some of the ephemera that I have. It's a stamp from Poland, probably about the 1960s, I think. And I'm not pointing out every page, but perhaps you've noticed all these color pages again are my polymer dyed, and I have a total of 15 different colors. I certainly couldn't get them all in one journal, but I put in the ones that I thought were the prettiest. Here's this fully collaged little pocket. It has some ephemera in it. Just darling little images. Something cute to look at on every part of that. tuck spot, book page, the collage page. This is another one of those collage work cards I've been working on. Tuck spot, history book page, tuck spot, the bird egg. Who can't think of bird eggs in the spring? I think that's antique paper reprint as well. There's a few of those things scattered in here. Handkerchief print, or I'm sorry, yeah, those were all handkerchiefs that I did on that masterboard. And on this floats one of those little notebooks that slides out of there. And the image on the front, that's a tuck spot as well. Tuck spot. These little things, I didn't like what was on the back side of them, so I folded them over, and it does form a very skinny floating pocket. You could put a little bookmark or something in there. I just had to stop because I was filling it up too much. And another one of those little glassine windowed pockets. So you could slide something in there inside that. And this has another one. Little envelope. Spring colors. Let's see if I can get it back in there. Big pocket here with that big tag card with pockets on it. Slid in there. I'll have to get that back in later. The center. Move that over from the botanical book page. Postcard with the bird nest image. Ephemera. This is another pocket here. I don't have anything in it, but you can, and tuck spot, but you can sure put something in there. Another one of those flip open pockets made out of collage work, or collage work print, I should say. Ephemera in here. And there's a piece of wax paper. Little tuck spot hidden under there. And this is the spring layout page for this book. The backgrounds are slightly different color, but the composition is almost the same. Just lended itself so beautiful to this time of year. And the pots, like I said, the pots, watering can, the trowel, and digger, those are my watercolors. And then these little pieces of ivy, those were fabric appliques that I made, and I just scanned them off. Fussy cut them out. Here's the little fabric tag for this one, green and purple. And then this beautiful little tag, all collage work. Another collage pocket, masterboard print, and I glued some of the snippets along there. Nice journaling card here. And more of that antique papery. You can see here's the tuck spot here, journaling cards. Fabric pocket. Beautiful artwork from the front of that seed packet. Here's the little cluster collage for this one. Watering can. Another copy of that same image of my Inktense drawings. Little scroll, time clock, meaning you have to wait, and it says wait right there. Put it in the ground and wait. Time for planting. And that's right here. Spring is the time of plans and projects. Leo Tolstoy. Isn't that true? I don't know why our brains start working so hard. Well, as soon as we get a little serotonin from sunshine, then everything kicks in. Little image for writing, tuck spot. And then I'll just show you the outside of this little folder. It's collage work from a different masterboard that I had done. But all the fabrics inside are exactly the same. Okay, those are the 2 bunny journals for this spring. You could possibly turn them into Easter if you wanted to, but I didn't put any Easter things in these at all, because you might just want to use them for the whole spring, not just the Easter season, because they are quite big, I think. Well, they're full of pages. I don't know exactly how many right now. I'll kind of put that, a guesstimate of it in my Etsy listing. And I thank you for watching. If you're interested in either one of these journals, they'll be up on my Etsy site probably if the sun comes back out and I can get some good photographs. I'll have them up there by this evening. If not, they'll go up tomorrow. So I thank you for watching, and I hope you're doing your own spring journals. Thanks to everybody who shares their ideas on YouTube. It helps us all. And if you liked anything in this, please give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so. All right, I appreciate you. Thanks a lot for watching.